What is going on, guys? And today I am in Blender and I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to fix texture blurs in Minecraft. First I'm going to be showing you one way, which is the most common way, why it's blurry. And I'm going to show you a second way that's a little bit more complicated, kind of the underlining of it. And I'm going to be showing you how to do this on blocks and rigs, because there's a bit of difference in all the different ways. So I'm going to be showing you all of those today, and let's get into this. So first off, if you're in Blender, Blender Cycles by the way, if you're in Blender and you just, everything looks terrible, and my rig just looks absolutely terrible, and my dog looks terrible, everything looks like trash. So if you're having this kind of problem, you're going to want to go to File, and you're going to want to go to User Preferences, and you're going to go to Systems, and you're going to see this little checkbox. It's called Mini Maps. You're going to uncheck that, and you can already tell it's already fixed itself so nicely. My rig looks so much better. You can actually not see through her. My blocks are looking so much better now. And that's just kind of the most common way it happens. For me, I actually have that on the default, so we don't ever have to worry about that, but I know some of you guys probably have that problem, and I hope that really fixed your problem if that was your problem. But we're going to move on to the second problem. Alright, so on to our next problem. I'm going to be talking while this is rendering. So our next problem is actually the whole reason I actually decided to make this video. It's because it was a problem I was struggling with, and I could, to save my life, I could not find a good video that explained this well for me to understand how to fix it, because it's a bit more complicated. But if it's explained correctly, it's pretty simple. But this next problem is, when you render it, you get these really nasty blurs. So like the glass looks, especially on transparent things, the glass looks pretty bad, the grass over here looks pretty cruddy, the blocks right here, like our wood blocks, look pretty bad. You can also get these like little black lines. It can just all look really bad, just kind of overall. So to fix this, you're going to, hold on. So you're going to want to go into your default here, and you're going to want to go up to the very top, where you get these two little arrows. When you pull it, you can pull that down. I wouldn't suggest pulling that down because that's all coding up there, so don't bother with that. But what you're going to want to do is right click it, and you're going to split area. You're going to just click, and now you're going to end up with two different side panels. And also, if you end up with these little windows, you can just hit N or T to get rid of them. And then on whichever side, I generally prefer this side, you're going to go to this little white box. You're going to click on that. You're going to go to Note Editor, or just hit N on your keyboard. You're going to also hit N to get rid of this little layer right here, like this little panel. You're not going to need that. So you're just going to come up with this big blob of strings and blocks and whatever. And I know this looks really bad and really hard to work. This is something I like to call boosh. I don't know why I call it boosh. It's what I have heard animators call it. I call it boosh. But it's really supposed to be called nodes. But you're going to be in here, and even if you don't know how to work these are often to mess with the textures and the glow and all sorts of stuff that you can mess around with. I'm not going to get into any of that today. We're just going to see how to fix this. Alright, so next you're going to click whatever block you're having trouble with. So right here, it's pretty much all the blocks. But I'm going to click the wood first, and it's going to select as a chunk, so you just click it once, and it selects all the wood blocks. And you're going to see this. It should look roughly about this. All solid blocks have this normal kind of frame, and you're gonna find image texture. It should be about the third one over. You're gonna come into here, and you're gonna go down to linear, and you're gonna select closest instead. And now we're just gonna render this. Alright, I know it's not finished rendering, but I'm gonna start talking now anyway because I can. and I've been trying to do this video for a while, so we're gonna do this. Alright, so now you can see already that the wood blocks look so much better compared to maybe some of the other stuff which we haven't fixed yet. It looks so much better. It looks nice and clean, kind of like it's almost actually in Minecraft, and it looks beautiful. Now I'm gonna show you how to do this on transparent blocks, which can be it is slightly different. It can kind of be a little bit confusing, but I can show you really quickly. So you're just gonna hit. I'm also gonna go to slot 2. We're gonna hit escape. You're gonna select. You're gonna actually just still do this within your camera. It doesn't really matter. So you're gonna select a transparent block, which is gonna be glass, and you're gonna notice how the nodes change over here. And it's a little bit different and kind of confusing just because you have to have several layers for transparent blocks. So we're going to come over here and you're going to see that there's 2 image textures. Now don't freak out. You're just going to go to each of them and make sure you do both of them. You're going to go to each one and you're just going to select closest from linear to closest on each of them, and then you can just render it out and it's going to look so much better. So now you can already tell the glass looks absolutely beautiful now. So we're going to go to slot 1 where this was the old version before we messed with the nodes, and then you're going to go to slot 2 and look how much cleaner and finer that is. So moving on to our final part, we're going to do a similar but not quite the same. We're not going to need more, so you're just going to kind of join these areas together. And so I actually use the Black Plasma Studios rig, and it's defaulted to where it won't have texture blurs. And I know there are some rigs out there that aren't defaulted that way, so that's what I'm going to show you. So you're going to, depending on what rig you have, you're going to select wherever you go into in this area right here, into like the editing. For me, it's just I have to click this little character on her shoulder. And you're going to come over here and you're going to go to skin. You're going to select skin. You're going to go down to surface. Make sure that's pulled out. You're going to go to surface and you're going to see right underneath color, it says closest right here. Normally it would be linear, and it looks I know it doesn't look bad now, but when you render it's going to look bad. So, and I'm not going to take the time to render it, but it's gonna, if you were having like the rig problem, it's probably have been set to linear, and you're going to want to change it to closest, and it's going to look good again. And I didn't render that out just because I'm lazy. But guys, I really hope this helped. If it did, please let me know down below in the comments. And for more tutorials like this, and you're new, please go down below the subscribe button, the like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new videos, because YouTube is broken and it doesn't tell you when I upload. So you need to make sure you hit that bell. If you don't know already, please go down below and hit the link to my animation channel called VoxRenderStudios. I am doing it with Goaty the Meow. We both have custody of that channel together, and there we will be posting all of we do a lot of Minecraft animations and whatever animations we might do in the future. But I brought this video to you guys because this is something I was struggling with and I could not find a good video on it, so I thought I would do it, and I really hope I helped you guys out. So I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Goodbye. You're going to go to Node Editor. Going to click or glass or grass. Okay, but I'm just gonna select the glass. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. This node editor anymore is the more common of the texture it is the most common of the texture It is the most common of the texture blur problems. This is what happens when you do drama class for 7 hours a day, and then come home and try to do a video.